What's up, my fellow traders? Hope you all having an awesome day. A quick one here on nat gas, gold, silver, crude oil, starting with natural gas. So first of all, I couldn't upload a video yesterday because, as you guys know, that I was flying back from Dubai Forex Expo, and that is why I was really tired yesterday to make a video. But I've already posted gold analysis, and that has nicely played out, which I'm going to get to very shortly. But you already knew what to expect from the market. Plus, I'm also working with lots of other brokers like Investlo, one of my exclusive partner. And one more announcement to make: if you join them using my link with minimum deposit of $500 only, then you get access to my live sessions, more of educational webinar with live session. And right here, as you can see, I'll be live with them today in a couple of hours and on Friday. So it's twice a week. With that, you get all the benefits, which is right here. You get these two plans totally free. And you also get my Money Markers AI bot, which you only get either by joining the partner broker of minimum 1K deposit or by getting the full premium plan. With that, you get these two plans. But if you join Investlo, of course, you get these two plans totally free as long as you are trading with them. I'm also with Investlo from last 5 years, never had any issues, and you get exclusive customer support if you join through my link. So link is in the description and in the comment section if you want to join these live session, two with Investlo and one my own live session that happens on Monday. So altogether you're going to get 3 of them. If not, that's totally cool. But make sure you keep watching me here on YouTube. What to expect here with natural gas. Now, price is pushing up as expected towards 1.618 retracement. But let me show you the clip from the last video so that we can connect the dot from there. And what do we have right here after this pullback? Now, in the long term, I'm still expecting a price to push up to 1.618 retracement. But we are getting this bearish engulfer. We are also getting this double top right inside this structure level. Double top with bearish candle. Now, looking at that, I'm expecting one more solid pullback. Now, how I'll be entering the trade? I'll be entering my buy trade with a solid push down to 50 EMA with engulfing candle to go long. Perfect. So price is pushing up to 1.618 retracement, which is already triggered all the way from here for the aggressive trader. If you are an aggressive trader, that is your target. That was clearly mentioned. Now, one more thing. If you look here on capital.com, now I get a question that if that's a valid engulfer. That is not a valid engulfer. This candle opens above in gap. Now, if you'd ask me here on capital.com, I would say no. But if that's valid engulfing candle on your own platform, in that case, that's valid. For example, on my platform on IC Markets, which is right here. Now, on this platform, that is my valid bullish engulfer. Now, the difference is this candle open all the way from here till here, engulfing the previous candle. And I always enter at the half of the candle. Due to this big momentum candle, I was not comfortable. So as you can see, the price nicely pulled back and then pushes back up. So this was also mentioned that keep looking for your buy pullback entry above 50 EMA. Now, if you ask me, Omar, what about this double top right here? Now, this double top was just there to see a pullback. That's another opportunity to go long. If that happens to 50 EMA, I would have gone long as well. But we had a bullish signal all the way here, but that's on my own platform. Now, I've already entered this trade with this double top pattern here. For me, that is enough. But I have not taken this trade because once I take one trade, I don't go quickly for another one. Instead, I want to see some more pullback, a break above, which was already mentioned in my last video, or a pullback to 50 EMA to go long. Since we got an entry first right here, a pullback entry in an uptrend, my preferable entry is only a buy. I already got a message from a trader asking me about this entry. I've said that I won't be selling, but I'm expecting a pullback to 50 EMA and I will look for bullish engulfing pattern right here. So I'll wait till then. So same here. That is how I mentor my student. I was not going to go for the sell, but instead I was going to go for the buy because it is a nice trending market. But if the price hit this level, I will look into short because that's a very good level up there. Now, what I'm expecting now, simply height of 1.618 retracement, but I'll be looking for a pullback entry bullish above 50 EMA as well. Now, if the entry forms above 20 EMA, but we are still above 50 EMA, that's still a valid entry like this if that's a valid engulfer. Otherwise, I'm only expecting a push up. Now, there's still a chance of a solid pullback. If that happens, that's a very good confidence. I want to see a deep pullback like this, and if that pullbacks go all the way to 50 EMA and rejects from here, that will give us a very good reward to risk ratio to manage the trades till here, or a very good reward to risk ratio at least 1.42, and I'm expecting. So only buying in this trending market, and if you look here, price is now above the minor resistance. I've mentioned in my last video, if you followed me, that I'm only expecting some breather, not a strong pullback, not a strong reversal. So breather is which we already got here, and the price continued to push up. Now I'm expecting a push up, pullback and push up to this level, which is right up there. 4.169 goes up to 4.310 here on capital.com. So keep looking for your buy entries with a pullback. If you're wondering, that's not a valid entry, that's not a valid engulfing candle. And on capital.com, on Nemix, if you look here, that's even not a valid entry as well. That invalidates one of my rule. But we can expect some breathers, a pullback, and then we can still go long. If the price rejects at the upper level with the overbought situation, with a strong bearish engulfer, in that case, that would be a signal of a pullback only, not a reversal. Now here, if you look here, this candle, that's a bearish engulfer. Do you see any overbought? No, there is no overbought. So that is a confluence I want to see. If the price goes into overbought with bearish engulfer, that could be an opportunity for the pullback, and look for your buy trades to go long, simply going long. But expect a breather here. Once the price get to overbought, we can still see a solid push up and hit of 1.618 retracement. Overall, we are bullish till we get to the next level, which is right up there. So keep an eye, only looking for buy trades as of yet. And same goes with Ovanda, nicely pushing up, nicely price formed an engulfing candle. If you know that, if you are my student, that is a valid pullback entry bullish. It's pushing up and we are looking at this level. Again, I'll be looking at the pullback since the price just broke above the new high, previous high, and we are now looking for the solid pullback above 50 EMA to go long. In case you're wondering, that is not a valid entry. That invalidates one of my entry rule. But for now, I'm expecting a push up to this minor level. 3.554 goes up to 3.625, from where we can expect a breather and then a continuation towards the upside. So keep looking for the buy trades only with the pullbacks. That is all I'm expecting. And MCX guys, keep looking for a pullback. Now, since the price never made it to 50% retracement, you can mark another zone like this. If you get a pullback to 50%, that's your buy limit or the aggressive entry, take profit 1, 2, and 3. Otherwise, just look for a pullback entry bullish above 50 EMA to go long and keep on going long. So only buying net gas as of now. Next up, we have gold. Now, gold has given us a solid pullback. Now, if you remember, if you follow me from the previous videos, we are taking advantage of these pullback on smaller time frame. I've already sent a notification on my Telegram channel. If you not follow me there, please follow me there, because I do send these notifications nowadays occasionally. As you can see right here. So I've clearly mentioned about this pullback. If you have followed me there, then you have figured it out. Now, how do we enter? That is what I want to teach you. Come back to 1 hour. Never on 1 minute. If you look here on 1 hour, at this zone, what do you see? Now, from these zones, it is important not to go aggressively. Go for the double top. And what do you see here? First top and second top with bearish engulfer. What's the ATR? $12 means 1200 pips. All the way from here, the price pushed down how many pips? 2000 pips. If you would have entered the way I would enter from the double top, exactly here, keep my stop loss above the zone, and I would go 1-to-1 exactly like this, nicely hitting the 2000 pips target. So that is how we take the trades on smaller time frame, early target. Now this happened here again, but we have already got one signal and we are not greedy to enter again, because the price made another high, broke above this zone, means we have a breach of this zone, and this candle is just a fake out. So that is how we need to take the trades. Now the price is pushing up in a process of a pullback. Now, and when there is no resistance, we are looking at Fibonacci levels. There's a chance the price can hit 50% and start to push up to 786 retracement. So all the way from here till here, that is easily 1900 pips. And then level 1, which is 3400 pips. That is something I'm expecting on 1 hour and also on 4 hour time frame. And if you are a scalper, you can look for on 30 minutes time frame as well, and mark the zones like this and keep looking for the pullback to take your entries. Now I would mark my another zone, which is here, same like we did earlier, exactly here. Now I will look for a double top here again, which is a pullback, push up, bearish engulfer like this. If we have that, we can go 180 target and then exit and go look for the next entry condition. So that is something I'm expecting from gold, a pullback and continuation. 50% is there. and 382 retracement is right here. Both can play out and the price can likely to push up. 4,000 level was mentioned in my live session last month, which I'm going to show you in my weekend's video, and that perfectly hit today. So keep an eye, that is what I'm expecting. Now, next up we have silver. Silver has just formed the bearish engulfing candle. Now, that is an aggressive sell signal, and looking at that, I'm expecting a retracement. That would be enough to cut your profits. Now, that's going to be risky since the price is right here. If I would have entered this trade, I would go approximately like this. I would go like this, and I'll keep 1.2 to 1 reward to risk ratio from it. So I have a protection of the liquidity here, and that is something I'll be looking at here for silver. But if you're not an aggressive trader, look for the push down, pull back, double top, and then we are going short. Right here, I've given this target to you in my live YouTube video, not for the members, for you guys. And if you follow me on Telegram, I've given you a shout out to come out of this trade. Now, what did I say here? Not taking your profits is just as risky as not placing your stop loss. I've said that. I am out of this trade now. Now, I don't suggest, I cannot advise you to come out. It's totally your own decision. But what I'm doing personally, I can tell you that. Now, if you would have not taken your profits here, the one I've mentioned in my Telegram channel, your all profits would have been eaten, and instead you will be in loss. That is why taking your profits in an uptrend is very important. These zones are there to capture this move, a pullback, and then carry on with the trend. Now, what to expect here? Again, the price is now at the higher level of this area. If there is a bearish engulfer here, we can expect one more pullback and then a continuation towards the upside. For now, what I'm expecting, just buying this pair, only buying with a pullback. Since the price just made a new high, we are good to go for the pullback entry bullish. That is all we are expecting out of silver. If you're looking here on gold and silver ratio, I've clearly mentioned that if the break will happen here in my live session to my members, we can see a possible fall out of silver. Clearly mentioned in my live session exactly how the take profit hit as well. That's a pattern we have got right at the support. Recording some more lessons, and that is something you're going to learn with the full rules. If you trade gold and silver, keep an eye on the support here. If there's a breakout above, a solid candle breakout, then we'll have an early signal the price of silver will fall and this will rise. Now, we might see a pullback again and then push up again. So in that process, we might see a push up on gold and silver. So keep looking for that. Expect a pullback and then a continuation towards the upside. Finally, we have crude oil. What a prediction we have made here on crude oil as well, hitting a nice targets already. I've said that I love head and shoulder patterns and all the chart patterns. And you look here, what do we have? A nice push up, a nice candle, and it is nicely pushing up, almost hitting the targets. If you want to exit this trade, that is a $1.32 trade. What else do you need, guys? If you want to manage, it's totally up to you. Now, the smaller target has been hit, the bigger is already there, but let me show you the clip so that we can connect the dots and how we entered this trade and how the strategies, the one I'm teaching you, is been playing out. Now, crude oil has formed this bullish head and shoulder pattern. Now, with my experience of backtesting, I like crude oil taking trades with chart patterns like double top, double bottoms, head and shoulder patterns. I don't like aggressive entries here on crude oil, but here we have a nice head and shoulder pattern with a pin bar. Now, again, guys, take your trades on your own risk. Just for the educational purpose, nothing should be taken as any sort of trading advice. Now, the way I take my entries with this pin bar at the close, I keep my stop loss below the head and I just go 1-to-1 initially. Now, we have a hurdle of this termination zone. Now, as price is right here, I can adjust my stop loss exactly below the head and I'll just go 1-to-1 initially. So that is something I'm expecting out of crude oil. Nice one. So tell me something. Anything I told you, is it a guess or is it some sort of gamble? No. Everything I told you is the education, the hard work I've done from last couple of years and trying to teach you as well. If I don't know how to recognize the valid patterns, would I be able to predict this move? Instead, after the break of this zone, I would have just seen the break and retest and tried to sell this market. But instead, I've said that could be a fake out. That is a difference between a pro trader and a difference between a struggling trader. I recognize this pattern, which was valid here, and the move that has played out. No guess, no ifs, no buts, clear condition, and that nicely played out. What I'm expecting here, after the break and close of this termination zone, we'll have an entry number 2 triggered. And once that happens, I'll keep my stop loss below. That is for the less aggressive trader. Keep my stop loss below the termination zone and then go 1-to-1 here as well. And guys, take your trades on your own risk. Nothing should be taken as any sort of trading advice. So after the break and close of 4-hour candle, I'll be entering again and we'll see how that goes. For now, I'm bullish for crude oil. So that's it for today's video. Hope you got a value. If yes, hit like button for me, subscribe if you're new so we can all trade together and trade efficiently. Hope you trade green. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, take care.